Hey garden family, this is Food by Faith, and I thank you for joining me here today on this lovely Veterans Day. I want to go ahead and start by saying thank you to all my fellow veterans. I am a Army Air Force veteran. My husband is an Army veteran, and right now I have a son that's in the Army. So I would like to say thank you all for your service and for all that you've done for our country. Today, we are going to make a zucchini carrot muffin. And this is an amazing recipe. And again, you guys know that I love to give you things to do with your garden vegetables. So what I have here today is just some simple ingredients that you have in your refrigerator or in your pantries and you have in your garden. So this morning I went out and I picked some zucchini, and then I had some carrots from my summer garden. I have some in my fall garden, but I had some from my summer garden that I had in my freezer. So what I did was I shredded up a cup and a half of carrots, a cup of zucchini. I did not drain the water out of the zucchini. I shredded up a cup of green apple. I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 3 eggs here. 3 eggs. And we're going to go ahead and whip our eggs. You're just going to lightly beat those with your whisk. I have 3/4 cup canola oil, but you could also use vegetable oil, olive oil, and coconut oil, just the oil of your choice. We're going to use a teaspoon of vanilla. I make my own vanilla. And that's pretty simple to make. I use a good quality vodka, and I order my vanilla beans offline, and I let the vanilla sit for about 3 to 6 months, and that's the minimum time. It can go well over that, but for the minimum time, it's 3 to 6 months. So we also have here a tablespoon of cinnamon, and I use Cinnamon Plus by Pampered Chef. I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a half teaspoon of salt, and a cup and a quarter of sugar. So that's a tablespoon of the cinnamon that I showed you guys, 2 teaspoons baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup and 1/4 of white sugar. And we're going to take this and we're going to mix it into our flour mixture. And we also are going to use a teaspoon of orange zest, and this is orange zest that I zest myself. I dehydrate the skins of oranges and then I pulverize it. So what we're going to do now, in those lightly beaten eggs, we're going to add our 3/4 cup of oil, our teaspoon of our orange zest, and our teaspoon, which I had here a minute ago, our teaspoon of our homemade vanilla. Stir that up just a little bit. And you can store your homemade vanilla in one of your canning jars. So I have several. So I use canning jars, I use bottles, and that's how I store it all. Because I actually sell it at my vendor events. So we have that mixed up. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add our cup of shredded apples. And so I use the Granny Smith apple. You can see that it's a little brown because it has oxidized. But you can use any apple that you grow in your garden or any apple that you find on sale. So we're going to mix our apple, our 1 cup shredded zucchini, and our 1.5 cups shredded carrot. And that got mixed in with our oil, our egg, our vanilla, and this is what I call a quick bread recipe. So you'll see that any of the muffins and cornbreads that I make, they're all quick breads. And so you don't really have to pull out. So I have an amazing KitchenAid mixer over there that my brother-in-law gifted to me. But you don't have to pull out those mixers for quick breads. And the reason being is because you do not want to over mix your quick breads. So remember, this is our flour, sugar, cinnamon, baking soda, and salt mixture. So our dry mixture. And we're going to add our wet mixture to it. This is going to be kind of a thick batter. But again, it's going to be very moist. And guys, if you don't have the apple, you can always substitute bananas. And I know that our friend Sherry over at Black's Tropical Homestead, she has a plethora of bananas. But there are certain times that I buy bananas that are clearanced because the skins are brown, and I use the skins for fertilizer in my garden, and then I take the banana and I individually quick freeze them. And so if I need 1 or 2 bananas, all I have to do is take 1 or 2 bananas out of the fridge and let them unthaw. So if you want to substitute, if you don't have the apple, you can substitute a banana for that. And all we're doing is folding our ingredients together. We're not beating, we're not whipping. And we're just making sure all our dry ingredients is becoming moist. And we're just going to fold a couple of times until all of our ingredients is moist. And right now I have my oven preheating to 375 degrees. I have my muffin cups lined. And this should make about 18 to 24 muffins. And I'll bring you in so that you can see the mixture. And with this amazing cinnamon, it actually smells like fall. So this is called Cinnamon Plus. And the reason why I like to use it is because it has all my fall spices all in one. So I use that and I enjoy it. It's an amazing spice. It contains cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, orange peel, cloves, and ginger. Now, if you don't have this, I'll drop the link in my description box so that you can purchase this if you would like. But if you don't have it, you can use plain cinnamon. But of course, like I said, it'll be in the description box with the recipe so that if you would like to purchase this cinnamon, you can. So we clean up as we go, getting all our mess out of the way. I have my scoop. And I have my muffin pans lined. And this is a quick and easy recipe to make for breakfast, for a snack. You guys know that I'm big on brunch. I absolutely love brunch. My business name is Food by Faith's Brunch and Baskets because I make all kind of different baskets and I mail them off. and then I enjoy making brunch. So what we're gonna do is you're not gonna overfill your muffin cups, but we're gonna scoop, use our medium-sized scooper. We're gonna get our muffin cups filled, making sure that we don't have any mixture on the sides of our muffin pans. Okay, so this is one that's filled. We're gonna put it to the side. And then here's our second muffin tin. And guys, most of my cookware, I'll go ahead and tell you, I buy it all from Pampered Chef. And the reason why I buy it from Pampered Chef is because of the warranty. If anything happens to my cookware, I can get it replaced for free. And so that's why I do that. I'm not big on wasting money. And so for years, I did purchase cookware from other places. And if it got dented, warped, scratched, or messed up, I would have to trash that item and purchase a whole new one. Once I discovered the Pampered Chef brand, I no longer had to do that. And I'm glad about it. So we don't want to waste any of our lovely ingredients. So I got everything scooped up here. And we're filling our cups. And this did give us 18 muffins. All right, so I'm going to take the last 6 out, making sure our muffin pan is clean. So if you can see here, that's our 6, and then here is our first 12. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place these into the oven, and they're going to cook for 20 to 22 minutes, and I'll bring you back to see what it looks like.